Hello, everyone. I'm Lady Calamere. I welcome you to my channel. I am doing my 393rd presentation on the goddess Santoshi Ma. Uh, Quick note, I will never contact you, email you, or message you to give you a reading, especially for money. I'm not going to do that. So if you do get a message from me like that, no, it's not me and it's a scammer. So beware. So, anyways, I'm Lady Calamere, and today is May 23rd, 2026. So, Santoshi Ma, who is she? Is she a real goddess? Some say she is, some debate that. So, there was a movie where she became popular in 1975, and that makes me older than her, but we'll discuss that. So, in 1975, a movie came out in India, and it was written by an I don't know his first name. It's just R. Priyadarshi. That's what I remember. R. Priyadarshi. And directed by B.J. Sharma. And it was about the goddess Santoshi Ma. And her name literally means uh, satisfaction, the Ma. So J means victory to the mother of satisfaction. Okay, so she satisfies people. And in this movie, she is the daughter of Ganesha. And uh, his wives, Buddhi and Siddhi. So he does have Buddhi as his wife, which means wisdom, and Siddhi means magical power, occult power, spiritual power, dealing with transformation and stuff like that. So, but also his other wives, two wives, three wives, Riddhi, which deals with prosperity. Sorry, brain fart. So, Santoshi Ma in this movie is a devotional movie and is about how she gives satisfaction, how she protects her devotees. That being said, Santoshi Ma is not listed in any scripture that I could find. None. And not one of the scriptures is Santoshi Ma written. However, before the movie, it was said that she was a very, very minor deity, may have been a family deity or a small tribal deity. But other than that, not mainstream. And now, a lot of people, after that movie, start worshiping her. And they worship her for her namesake, satisfaction. She's worshipped in northern India and in Nepal. Now, when I used to go to the Divya Dham, Queens, New York, you could look at it, was the biggest temple there, and they have a Kali. They have Kali, Mahakali there. So it's in like a cave-like entrance. But anyways, they didn't have a murti, which is a statue. A living statue is basically murti. Is they don't like to call it statues. They like to call it murti, which is an image that was made to them that is now is alive in a way where it has a spirit in. They didn't have a statue at all. They have many statues, many deities. The Nav Durgas, they got Mahakali, they have Mahasarasvati, they have a statue of the great aspect of Sarasvati, where she stands with many arms, and they have the Mahalakshmi with many arms. They have Durga, they have Krishna, they have Radha, all that. But what they did have on the wall is a poster. Now, so what they did is put posters on the wall where you can go to these posters and also worship them. So while they didn't have a Murti, they have posters. And this was in Queens, New York. So apparently people will be worshiping her and praying to her. Now they sell a statue of her. It's a little bit beyond my price range right now. And I probably should have gotten it when I had the money, but I didn't. I got other statues, but as we can see her, she's very pleasant. She holds a sword and a trishul, the trident of Shiva, and you can see that this scene is especially blessing and happiness and devotional, where she satisfies people. She satisfies the needs. Now, her day is on a Friday. So that's her day. Her color is red. Now, some people like to say that she's one of the aspects, incarnations of Durga. So, again, people are on the wall with that. If you think that Durga is the supreme Shakti, then I guess, yeah. So, if you ask some people, they're going to say, no, Santoshi Ma is not an incarnation of Durga, but all goddesses stem from one goddess. And that's the main thought in Hinduism. I'm not going to say speak for all Hindus. I will not do that. So, uh, she's only to be given sweets. During her worship, you should not eat anything sour. And you cannot, like lemons or limes, you can't eat anything sour. No sour candies, nothing sour. And you cannot offer her anything sour. And in fact, some people will refrain from even touching sour with her. So everything that's given to her should be sweet. So her worship became popular during after that movie and then even into the 80s. And that is thanks to, again, the movie. So even if she was just this minor itty bitty deity, and I mean itty bitty not to insult her, but nothing major. Okay, could have been just a family line deity, small part, but now she's pretty much blown up. She's pretty. I mean, she's not as. We're not going to say she's not as popular as Lakshmi or Durga or Radha, but she's getting up there. And there was a Hindu Punjari, I think he was a guru. He said that Mother will make many incarnations. The goddess will make many incarnations for the blessings and benefit of the people. That she will appear in any way she can. And this time she appeared as a character in the movie. So there is like a worship where it's done a fast for 16 weeks. They don't fast for 16 weeks, just on a Friday. They could eat at night, I'm not sure, but they definitely fast for the Friday. Also, if they're diabetic, of course, they're going to have to eat something, or if they're hypoglycemic, of course, they're going to have to eat something because, life depends on that. Other than that, It's basically a fast, but even then, it's not supposed to be sour. Nothing sour, not like sweet and sour. Can't be like the sweet and sour chicken. Nope, can't have sour in it at all. So, Santoshi Ma is the goddess of happiness, the goddess of joy. She is there for especially housewives. So, to make sure they have enough food, they have enough water, they have enough clothes, they have a roof over their head, that they also pray to have women would pray to have a husband, a good husband, and to have children. So she's prayed to get prosperity, money, uh, that job or that position in life. Now, of course, other women other than housewives worship her. It's not just like the traditional housewife thing. So she is looking, if you're looking for to be satisfied in life, to be satisfied with your life. So there's even an arti ritual and mantras to her. So she is the goddess of happiness. And in the movie, she does get very protective of her devotees. And she does stand up against those who are being cruel to her devotee. So in the movie, the the movie is about this a son. There are six, seven sons, and everyone has a job but him. He's like kind of lazy, and this woman falls in love with him, marries him, and then he goes off to get a job, and he's faithful to his wife, but he becomes very wealthy. But while he's away, his wife is treated like garbage. She's beaten. She's mocked. She's pretty much overworked. And he comes home to find this, and of course he's very angry. And the gist of it, she does this. This woman brings other women to worship Santoshi Ma, and Santoshi Ma is pleased, and she gets angry at those who hurt her devotees. So her iconography is a beautiful woman. She's always very beautiful. She has four hands. She holds a sword and she holds her trishul, the trident. And there's a plate in her hand. So there's a plate in her hand that she uses to nurture. She wears gold ornaments and a crown, and she wears flowers. She wears a red sari. She's in red. So, anyways, she offers beauty. She offers protection to her devotees. She offers, she nurtures. She's the preserver. She brings many blessings to those who worship her. She brings comfort, she brings peace, she brings harmony. She brings a sense of how everyone's coming together. She brings togetherness. And she calms down anger. She calms down arguments. She calms down aggressiveness. And she can bring a peaceful solution to a turbulent situation. She also helps with one finding forgiveness. She gives fulfillment of wishes and the welfare of her people. So on Fridays, it should start 16 consecutive Fridays. And it should be done on the waxing moon period. And you shall not distribute or eat any food on that Friday. And you could take one meal a day. You need to be clean too. Wash up, wear clean clothes, clean around the home, the altar. And you want to have a clean bowl of water. And you also should give her like roasted chickpeas and jaggery, which is a Indian sweet. And you clean her idol. So I'm going to get into what you offer her. So it's water, fresh water, jaggery, uh, roasted chickpeas, coconuts. She does like coconuts. Kheer is a rice pudding, Kheer. You give her kheer, which is an Indian rice pudding. If you don't have Indian rice pudding itself will do. Um, Flowers, pan, PAAN, kumkum powder, KUM, which is a red powder, haldi, which is turmeric. You want to give her turmeric, bananas, flowers. There's also puri, Puri, any sweet fruits. Puri is trying to think, fried Indian bread. You want to give her sweets, any type of sweets, whether it's candy, chocolate's good idea. Uh, she likes, you can give her sweet syrups because it's sweet. Oil lamps, which is ghee lamps, or if you don't have a ghee lamp, a candle. Beeswax, but it's used traditionally. Ghee, you can make it yourself. It's clarified butter. You can clarify the butter yourself, which would be a lot cheaper. And you can put it in molds and put wicks in it if you want to put it in the refrigerator to keep it. And you make a nice natural candle. The flowers that she likes are red flowers and yellow. Yeah, she likes yellow and red fruits, especially yellow and red fruits. So think of mangoes, papaya, apples. Cherries are sweet. Strawberries. I mean, some of these are not traditional, but um, These are the things she will accept. Marigolds, she likes marigolds. Uh, Rice, especially the yellow rice is good. She likes. You can give her juice, apricots, peaches, yellow and red apples are a good idea. Pears that are yellow and red. So pears, apricots, dried fruits, especially yellow and red. Red altar cloth would be great. Sweet incense. It needs to be sweet. The incense, it should not be like choky or sour or like very like the dryness like it should be sweet. So think of like rose incense, oh, burning red sandalwood wood with sweetness in it, like make it sweet. Uh, so like the red sandalwood sticks and the nag champa is a good idea. Jasmine, those are very good ideas to burn for her. So yellow is her secondary color, but red is her primary. So I should have said so, but red is, if you're gonna go with one color, go with red. That should be your first choice. So uh, you could give her gold jewelry and any like red stones, jewels or red stones. So just think of big spite if you can afford it. Uh, Rubies, red garnets, gold. Again, so things like that would be a good idea for her and to put on her altar. And beautiful things that represent beauty and satisfaction, things that represent happiness. What is beautiful to you? Now, even if goth is beautiful to you, you don't want to make it gothy. She's so beauty. Like if you like gothy, that's great, but make it like red. And she's not really a goth, I should say, but very beautiful. What like red roses and red roses are also a great offering, as well as lotus flowers. You can't go wrong with lotuses, and you can't go wrong with roses with her. Think of an elegant woman that's very giving. Not one that just keeps taking, one that gives, one that brings pleasure, happiness. Uh, Think of happy family, a happy household, something happy, bright, gleeful. Those are the things that you want to have on our altars. These are the things that she can bring to you. Because she is the mother of contentment. To be satisfied with your job, to be satisfied with your money, to be satisfied with your bank account. These are the things that you can ask her for. So you can print out a picture if you can't get an altar, like a statue, that's fine. You can make something, an image of her, and you can paint it. It's fine too. So there's the just praying Jai Santoshi Ma Shakti Santoshi Ma. Shakti means I call the goddess Santoshi Ma Shakti Santoshi Ma, and you can say that until you feel her presence. So after you give her some offerings and you leave it there, you can partake of that as prasad, as because she ate some of the essence from it, and you can give that out. And you should share. You should share with people. That's what. That's also uh, part of the requirement. It's rituals where they will share with such I think like 7 boys and give them food, but it's 8 boys. So sorry, at least 8 boys, not 7 boys. At least 8 boys, but or donate them to your capacity to. So after you have the fruits on your altar, you can donate it to a food bank. Yes, you can donate fruits to a food bank. You can donate the coconuts to the food bank so that you know that people that are in need can eat. You can give some to your next door neighbor, especially in these times when food prices are insane and many countries are in debt. But strictly do not touch sour foods if at all possible. If at all possible. So your meal should exclude like yogurt, tamarind. Tamarind is a no-no. Yogurt is a no-no because it's sour. So we don't want to offer her yogurt as some deities get, like it get poured on them. You don't want to give her that. So you can give her pies, you can give her cakes, you could give her sweet cookies, any sweets. And so we go back to the offerings: cakes, pies, cookies, fruit, as long as they're not sour, fruit roll-ups, whatever. So sugar, honey is a good idea, and combs, like you can give her that, whether it's raw honey or manuka honey is like really great for healing too. Uh, Even if it's processed honey, honey is honey. I mean, it's not all honey is honey, but it's sweet. It's the fact of different honeys are different. So sorry, but the, those are the things you give to her. So you can like sing Om Jai Santoshi Mata, Om Jai Santoshi Mata. So arti is what it is you can have like dish or just even one candle and have a dish, and we do this. So like it's a way of certainly giving her the offering, and that's the offering. Arti is the offering of the lights, and there's a certain rhythm to the song. Da, na, 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 na. That is like an arty song, and arty, you'll hear a Shiva, you'll hear Jai Shiva, and or you hear Jai. They do it to Kali, they do it to Durga. But when you hear that rhythm, na 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 na, that rhythm is an arti rhythm, and it's a song. So now when you hear that, whether it's for Gayatri, Shiva, Krishna, uh, Bagalamukhi, these are all arti songs. So now you know the rhythm. And it would be Jai Santoshi Ma. So And there are prayers like Arati Santoshi Mata Kijai, sorry, Kijai. Obviously, so it's Arati Santoshi Mata Kijai. I know that part. Uh, I don't remember the whole prayer, and I don't have it written down. So, and when they say J, it means victory. So it's a way of saying like hail. So it's saying Hail Mary, full of grace, victorious Mother, full of grace, victorious Mary, full of grace. So it's like saying hail, but saying J, and Jaya means triumph, victorious. So even if you hear the name like Vijay, it means the man is victorious, a victorious man. So now you know what the name means. She helps with love. She makes challenges and obstacles easier to overcome. She can remove these obstacles. So definitely she can do a road opener spell for you, an Abre Camino spell. She helps with disputes and disagreements and conflicts. She helps bring relief during financial difficulties. She unites people. So what's been separated, she can unite for the sake of happiness and contentment and satisfaction. So if it's not going to bring you satisfaction or contentment, it's best not to unite. But she can unite. She brings mental clarity and peace. She brings all types of abundance, and abundance is not just about money. It could be abundance about food, could be abundance of furniture, could be abundance of, I don't know, perfume. So abundance. She brings positive changes into life and brings mental clarity and peace. So when you do the Santoshi Mata Vrat, okay, it's very powerful and said to be fast and to bring peace of mind. Now, you can worship her any day you want, but Fridays are definitely her days. So if you want, you can do the 16 Fridays and observe it, especially if the situation is very dire. Now, the, the Vrat is done primarily by ladies, by women, but men can also participate. But she's more popular among women than she is men. She's more worshipped by women than she is men. She is more honored by women than she is men. But men also worship her, as you see right here. We see a sage and we see a woman here, and the boys. Yeah, so you got boys here that are fed, and you can see like she just brings spirituality and love and happiness. Donating of yellow clothing and red clothing is a good thing to do on a Friday too, to get her attention. So if you got clothes that are red and yellow, donate those, especially to poorer people and people less fortunate than you. Even if you're going through hard times, if you want to donate, that's a great time. A red dress, red shoes, a red purse, a yellow skirt, yellow pants, a red coat. Those are great things to donate. Donate a steel pot or a silver pot. So you can donate those pots for to be used for worship to a temple or to just to a donation center. I mean, go to a thrift store and donate these things, and do it in the name of her, so that she smiles upon you. Giving gifts to daughters is also a very good thing, like toys, little kids, toys, sweets, and clothes on a Friday. Again, red and yellow clothes to bring prosperity. So donating to your daughter, giving gifts is a good idea too, even to buy gifts. So those are the things you do on a Friday for her. So if you got some stuff for the thrift store, especially what I'm telling you, wait till a Friday, then do it. Mm. So Friday, as we know, is ruled by the planet Venus. And I'm not saying she is Venus, I'm just saying Friday is ruled by Venus. Uh, Other things, she can heal a broken heart. So if you're going through a rough time, she can help with that. Yeah, baby. What? Really? Yeah. So Santoshi Mata or Satoshi Ma, either way. There are 5 temples in different locations in northern India, and they originally, I don't think most of them were her temples, but they became her temples. So now there are like 5 temples, and since the 1975s, her shrines just exploded in numbers. So Santoshi Ma brings good luck. So she is for good luck and good fortune. She doesn't care about social status or castes. It seems like anyone of any caste can worship her. And I mean, I'm just saying, it's just, she doesn't care about the caste system. So, uh, I read somewhere where you offer her yogurt, but that's a no no. That's sour. Milk, okay. Sweet milk, good. Yogurt, bad. Do not give her yogurt. And that's like a big mistake no. I mean, Hindus will tell you, don't give her yogurt. You want to keep to the sweets. Because even the same person wrote anything sour makes her unhappy. So, yeah. So, jaggery is a kind of like unrefined sugar, but it's sweet. Um, What else can I talk about her? She brings a sweet life. She takes away the sour. She dispels the darkness and brings in the light. She pushes out bad and brings in the good. So where she exists, there is no sour. Okay? When she exists, bad luck leaves. Where she exists, uncontentment needs to leave. Okay? Sourness is her enemy. It's not for her. So she likes sweet smells. I mean, offer her sweet perfumes. Uh, if you give her essential oils, not myrrh, don't give her like. I wouldn't give her frankincense either. I would give her rose. I would give her jasmine. I would give her nag champa perfumes. These are the anything sweet like ylang ylang is a good offering. Palmarosa is a good offering. Any those types of oils that you want to give to her is good. Any juice must be sweet. The water should be as clean as possible. And clean. I mean, people give her Ganga water, so and just give her clean water. That's what I'm just gonna leave that at. So just trying to think what else I can remember about her and what I know about her. I learned about her before I moved to Louisiana. I moved to Louisiana in 2004. But before that, I lived in New York and I knew about her and I was studying her. And it was really interesting about her. And then I actually saw the picture hanging up on the wall of the Divya Dam Temple in Queens, New York. That's in Woodside. So if you want to find it, it's in Woodside. There used to be a uh, what's it called? Bagel Mania that closed. And you'd go to the Bagel Mania and then head towards, I think, west on that. But that closed, so. But generally in the stories, Santoshi Ma can't even be found as the daughter of Ganesha. So again, it's Ganesha has two sons, but no biological daughters are mentioned in any of the Puranic stories. But yet, Santoshi Ma is now regarded as his daughter. So it's like he has the sons, oh God, Shuva, very soft B, Shubha, and he has Shema, and Shubha means auspiciousness. So Shema, so he's also called Shema, but Alava, he also has Labha, soft B, which means prophet, mean money prophet. Not like a prophet of God or goddess, a prophet meaning for money. He has godsons, Pramod and Ahmad, in some traditions, not all traditions. He has, so not every tradition will say he has godsons. But no biological daughters. So, in many of the traditions that I know of, Lord Ganesha is actually considered very celibate. He's like brahmachari, and he's so he doesn't have like thousands of children. Anyway, I just wanted to talk about her. So tell me your experiences with this goddess. Have you ever heard of her? Is this the first time you've heard of her? Are you interested in her? Oh, hit me up in the comments with that. Also, I just want to leave a note because this is important to me. When you're doing laundry and you bring your laundry basket to the washing machine, don't just dump it in, especially if you have small children. The child should not be in a basket. Puppies or kittens or animals, because sometimes they like to get into things like that. And people have taken wash their laundry basket, dump it into the washing machine, turned it on, and realized their puppy was in it or kitten, and find them hurt or dead. So you know what? Just take a minute of your time. It only costs you a minute of your time, and it will save a lot of aggravation. Pick up the clothes and just dump them in like this. Just pick them up. Just take a few clothes at a time and throw them in, because you might find your kitten in there, or a puppy, or your ferret, or your lizard may have wandered in there. So we want to watch out for our furry children and or pets. Okay, we want to watch out for them, and that minute of your time, or less than a minute, will save you thousands in dollars, or saving you losing your baby. So go through that. Uh, think adoption as your first option, or finding a stray from the street and take them to the vet and get them, wellness check, because usually these animals are going to have worms, and get them checked for fleas and anything else, and before introducing them to your other cats or dogs. Keep them separate for like 2 weeks, and just in case they're sick, even if you get them from a shelter, they even say just keep them, if you can, keep them separate, okay? And, introduce them slowly, and so that they, just in case they're sick. So that's what I want to say, and don't have your cats be clawed. What is it, baby? Hey, Sir Mew Mew. Yes, Sir Mew Mew. So, anyways, thank you for watching. I really appreciate you. Please like and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me to encourage me to do better, to do more content. I appreciate all my subscribers. So I've noticed that, according to my stats, uh, a lot of my viewers are not my subscribers, and all you need to do is create an account, and it costs you zero to do it. So, and then you can, watch my videos on YouTube and other social media platforms. So thank you for watching this. I really appreciate it. And as always, blessed be.